I got a problem, that when I saw it, ooh. Maybe I'm different, I'm stand for that chopper, that bigger than walk, ooh. Big ol' player be getting me, ooh. Ain't no layup for this, how they pressure reloaded, these scales for this. Ski folders been hope, won't tell a ski. Really don't know, I been the hell for this.
Alright, what's good, man? Thank y'all for tuning in to the Docuview, man. We here with the artist of the month, my man dbankzzthecreator, man.
Dude.
What's up, man? I appreciate you stopping by, bro.
Oh, yeah, I had to, man. You know, when I heard Crowder want to do the interview, man, I had to rush here. I had to get in.
Hey, man, that's how I go, man. So, you know, it's our first time doing the interview, man. So I just want to start from the beginning, you know what I'm saying? See where you're from, see how you got into what you're doing, and we'll go from there. So just give us a little backstory.
I'm from Columbia, Mississippi. I'm from North Mississippi or whatever. So I'm right by Alabama state line, 2 hours from Memphis or whatever. My city got a little nickname. They call it Baby Memphis. So, but I'm from Mississippi.
Yeah. So when did you come out here to H-Town, man?
2014.
Okay. And what prompted the move? You just want something new?
I've been in the military too, so you know, I got out, man. I was doing the same shit I was doing before I even joined. So I need to change the scenery up and really want to come out here and push his music. Really want to push his music. So the music was #1 that drove me out here, and then just change the scenery. And I mean, Houston lit. So
yeah, I was just gonna ask you, like, if you had a list of other cities that you wanted to go to, and Houston was picked, or that's just what you landed on?
It was supposed to be between Houston and Atlanta. Atlanta too close to home, 2.5 hours away. I've been right back in the same trap. So Houston was far enough or whatever. I can get away from all that and just revamp everything and try to create something.
It's dope, man. So, you know, dbankzzthecreator, you know, a DJ, producer, artist, you know what I'm saying? We're going to tap in all three of those. So yeah. Let's get into the, you know, in music as a whole. How'd you get into music, you know?
It was just something I always enjoyed doing. I've been doing this since I was 16. I've been rapping. I always was rapping. I was just making music, just making it or whatever. And music was kind of like that safe haven for me, you know what I mean? I kind of, other than sports or whatever, I kind of put a lot of the anger and stuff, you know, I encountered growing up into music. But I started doing live sound in church. Then I started mixing and mastering my own stuff or whatever, but I was doing this wrong for so long. And the reason, what got me into the engineering perspective of it was because I couldn't afford studio time. So I was like, man, I ain't finna stop rapping, so I might as well learn how to do this myself.
Yeah, I mean, that's dope, man. And you know, I hear a lot of people, you know, they start from church, and you know, did you ever have in a fight whether I should do gospel music or, you know, just regular music?
I wouldn't. I mean, I like all music, but nah, I would never know like the holy roll or nothing like that or whatever. But I mean, you know, but I got a relationship with God, you know, I pray and stuff like that. But nah.
Hey, didn't think about it. Yeah. Nah. So a lot of people say they had that fight, like, man, you know, my family gonna look at me a certain way, but nah, that's good, man. So you know what I'm saying, you start engineering yourself and mixing, mastering. Like, how did that help you, you know, knowing those skills early on?
As an artist, I knew how to record, you know what I mean? So I knew if I went in there and I sounded like this, I could play with it like this. And I tell everybody, like, it's a method I use, and I tell artists too that come to my studio, GVO Studios. You can book me at GVO Studios, HTX on the gram. But I tell artists it's 70% record, 20% mixing, and 10% mastering. That 70%, I like to kind of use the car scenario. That's the motor, the engine, the transmission. The mixing would be me just washing the car, and the mastering would be putting a polish on. You see what I'm saying? So I can't turn a Honda into a Ferrari. You see what I'm saying?
I hear you.
So I can turn a Honda into a super sport Honda or whatever they call it, but I can't turn a Honda to a Ferrari.
Yeah. And I don't know if you're giving away secrets or anything like that, but as a person that's, I love music so much, and I hear that term mixing and mastering, I thought it was all one thing. Just give us a little simple difference between mixing and mastering.
Okay, so mixing will be me. That's EQing. That's leveling. Mixing is just me. I'm really, so if we were to go to the car method, I'm really washing that car. I'm getting the dirt off and all that other stuff. So mixing will be me cleaning those vocals up to make them sound how they're supposed to sound. Mastering, which is a whole other program, a lot of artists don't understand that. Mastering is me shaping. Now I'm taking your vocals and I'm shaping it with that music. You see what I'm saying? I'm putting your music inside of that instrumental or whatever. So it's most definitely a big difference.
Yeah. Yeah, and you know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, somebody who's been listening to music my whole life, this is my first time hearing the difference. I always thought it was the same thing, And so just to touch on GVO Studios, that's Good Vibes Only, huh? Yeah, just to touch on that, you do accept people to come to your studio, and and you do the whole mix and mastering job. Do you just record if that's all they need, or?
Yeah. A lot of time artists will be like, I just want to book 2 hours with you or whatever. I just want you to record or whatever, and I kind of create a rough mix for them. I don't post. I really don't. Really, if they paying me for those 2 hours, like I really don't have to go level or turn the track up or do anything. I'm just basically paying me to sit there and hit record. You see what I'm saying? But the mixing and mastering part is, which I charge an additional $60 or whatever. But I do like up to three revisions. So say, hey, dbank, the hook too loud. Turn the instrumental up or clean it up a little bit more for me or whatever. I do that up 3 times. I used to just, they kept sending it to me. I keep getting it, I wasn't getting nowhere doing that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so, and I talked to you before I talked to other producers, and sometimes they say stick to the same producer. Does that lend to the fact that you should stick to the same mix and master person or engineer?
Well, I mean, if you find somebody and y'all got good chemistry or whatever, yeah, I would say stick to them. But then it's also good to have other people too that can do the same thing or whatever. Because this person might be booked. I can hear a project. I might be working on a mixtape, and I understand the artistry side too as well. Like I might have some on me heavy. I gotta get this out of me right now, but I'm busy, so I don't want that person. That might be that hit. That might be the song they need to take off or whatever. So I don't want that person waiting on me. And then I'm the type, when I record music, I make the beat. I be feeling it. I'm going in the booth right then and there. See what I'm saying? If I go, it's times I've made a beat, and then I come back in the next day, and I'm not feeling. I'm feeling another type of way. You know what I mean? So I'm big on that, man. If you got somebody that you working with, and y'all got good chemistry, that'll be my number one. But you gotta have a plan A, B, and C, because the show gotta go on.
Show gotta go on, man. So, now that we talked about your background skills and we know you're certified, officially certified, you know what I'm saying? So when did you, first starting to think about dropping a song or, turning to the artist?
Man, probably about 3 years ago. I'm the dude that's been making music. I've been making great music for years. And people used to be like, go on, push it out there, But at the time, I had 9 artists signed to my label, which was, I had a label at the time called Trenches. And basically, I tied a lot of my time into, making sure they stuff was straight. And I don't know, I always felt like I wasn't good enough. So that's what Slept On come from and all that stuff or whatever. So probably about 3 years ago. And then I met, I was on Instagram. I did one show with here DJ Zach. I can't remember the name.
Yeah.
But I did 1501 certified. They was in the building, all that stuff or whatever. I got on stage, man. I ain't know what the hell I was doing. You know what I mean? Them lights hit, I couldn't see shit. You know? But I was like, okay, you know, I kind of like it. I need to get better. You know what I mean? Then I started going to K shows and stuff or whatever. And I seen how she carried herself, and I was like, man, I need her to be my manager. But she pretty much inspired me. Like I'm just a studio dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So she inspired me. She said, hey man, you gotta put this out here. We're gonna do it like this. And man, we've been rocking here since.
Yeah, you dropped that first single, Slept On, you know what I'm saying? And you kind of alluded to the fact that, you know, people been sleeping on you. You know, do you still carry that chip? Or?
Yeah, every day. Every day. That would it kind of that would drive. You know what I mean? Like I've been the sixth man all my life. Even when it comes to sports, I was the one out there. I was at the big hits. I'm the one with the touchdowns, this and that. And they talking to this man over here in Alabama and Kentucky over here, and I got JUCO schools and all. You know, still something. But I just always had to work harder than everybody else.
And you know, it's a lot of people's story, you know, but hey, you making it work, you know what I'm saying, and everything working out. So, you know, did you get like the response that you was looking for when you dropped Slept On?
Yes and no. I say yeah because I really didn't know. I just dropped. You know what I mean? We dropped it or whatever. Certain people listen, the same people that would listen to my music and tell me to put the shit out, that's who was listening to it. You know what I mean? I tried to push it on other people, but they was one person said to me I needed to get the track remixed and mastered. One person said to me like my sound, because I got a different sound. They was talking about my sound and this and that, and I'm like, no, the track is mixed and mastered. I know it's mixed and mastered because I couldn't master it in. I actually had one of the engineers from the school to master it for me. I just mixed it, so I already knew it was done right. They industry engineers, you know what I mean? So, but yeah. I knew the people that had been rocking with me was gonna fuck with it, and I knew the ones who never heard of it was gonna be like, man, where is this? You know what I mean? So that's what they did.
So it opened up the floodgates. You was like, man, I'm an artist now. You know, this is what I'm gonna focus on.
Yeah, well, I mean. No. I'm kind of, man, I'm tough. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm one of them guys. I mean, I don't trust a lot of people. You know what I mean? So as far as making music, that was the easy part because I've been doing that. I go to the studio right now and drop some hot shit. You know, make the beat, get on there, drop it. That's kind of like DNA. But a lot of people don't know that. Becoming an artist, you gotta do stuff that you don't want to do. You see what I'm saying? Like, being on tour, you just got there and you got 20 minutes, get ready, you gotta go to this show. You see what I'm saying? Or even interviews, you know what I mean? Or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of stuff that come with being an artist or whatever. So even to this day, like I'm still kind of adjusting or whatever, but I know that this is what I got to do. So that's something I'm kind of still dealing with. You know what I mean? I'm
getting adjusted. Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And I know you mentioned the tours, man. You know, I done seen you in other cities. You know, you and Lady Nate. You know, how does that feel? You know, performing in Houston and doing your thing in Houston, but then going somewhere else and doing the same thing.
Okay, so I got to be careful. I got to be careful with this right here. They be like, man, what you? But okay, so I love Houston, whatever, right? But it's completely different out there. You got artists that they, man, these artists with blue check, these artists, they already got big streams. You know what I'm saying? They already getting paid off. They don't have to work because they already getting paid off their streams and this and that. And these artists will walk up to you with open arms. You know what I mean? Like, hey bro, I'm such and such, this and that, whatever. You know what I mean? They really try to network. Hey man, we're gonna be at the studio later on, this and that, and all this other stuff. It's not like that here. Like, say for instance, we started Slept On Wednesday. Man, I'm giving out free studio time. You see what I'm saying? I'm also gonna create a mix or whatever. I'm gonna take all the artists' songs or whatever, create a mix or whatever, and then we're gonna see can we drop. We gonna see if we put it in rotation, maybe on radio station or whatever. You know what I'm saying? We doing free stuff.
Yeah.
And it's so hard to get artists to do anything here. You know what I mean? And then that kind of make me like I'm the type of person like I'm not with all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, whatever. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep doing me. I ain't got to be. I can go to the studio. That's what I want to do every day, any damn way. You know what I mean? But it's just so hard to get artists to do things. Then they say, well, hey, we just doing another showcase. We ain't gonna get that. And I'm getting you quality studio. I'm gonna mix and master. You see what I'm saying? I wanted to give a beat away too, but that was, they were saying it was too much. But they too caught up. A lot of artists here are too caught up in the glitz and glamour. You know what I mean? Like they want all the glitz and glamour from the jump. You ain't did shit, bro. You got 22 streams on YouTube. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I'm nobody different. I'm just telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? But they get so caught up in that. What can you do for me? Before they did anything for the damn self. You know what I mean?
You on that.
So, and then they want free. Man, if you can't go out and invest. You can't go out and spend $30 or invest $30 in yourself, bro. Man, hang this shit up. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you on that, man. And shout out to Slept On Wednesdays, man, at the Getaway Place.
Every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday, you just sign up, come perform. You can win free studio time, and that's what artists say. I ask artists, what y'all need, what you need. First thing they say, studio time. Yep. And then you got an opportunity to get studio time, you know what I mean? And, hey, so but y'all gonna be there. So make sure y'all pop out to the Getaway Place every Wednesday, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so you came in as an artist, you dropped Slept On, and then what'd you drop next? Was that different?
I dropped my EP.
Oh, okay, all right. Tell me about that.
I dropped a little I think maybe like 5-song EP. Slept On one of the songs. I dropped No Love, Slept On, Nobody, She Nasty.
Yeah.
And I Got a Wave or whatever. But these were just songs I had been sitting on or whatever, and it just pretty much just hand-picked this and this and this and that one and put it out there. Then I dropped Different.
Yeah, man, that's my song, man. Every time I hear that, man, I still be jamming, you know what I'm saying? Different, man. If you ever ask which one to push, I'll say push Different, man. So now, you dropped the EP and then you dropped the single. Did you see the benefit of dropping the EP, or did you kind of,
Nah, I still didn't see that. I still ain't seen that. You know what I mean? It taught me. Well, I was looking at it as an artist or whatever. We always be like, oh man, I gotta drop my project. Man, you gotta build your fan base before you drop your project. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, if you want to do what you want to do, but. My advice is just keep dropping singles, man. And that's what I've been doing this year. Just dropping singles, trying to let people see that I don't just have one cadence, I don't just have one style that I can get with pretty much anything. They just drop it deep, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But and then also EPs and albums cost more. They cost more to push. They cost more to make. You gotta go to the studio this many times, do this and that and all the other stuff. I would just say that build your fan base, then drop your EP.
I mean, so that different, man. Like I said, man, that go hard, man. And you got a couple features you did with Love for Love by Mila. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mila, man.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to everybody. It's on High ENT, man. Y'all always doing y'all thing. Y'all always on point. Y'all always stepping together, man. I like to see that, man.
Yeah, you gotta step.
Yeah, so how is it, being kind of like the house DJ at the Getaway Place? You enjoy being a DJ, or which one would you pick? How about that? Would you rather be an engineer, or artist, or a DJ, full time?
Artist.
Oh yeah.
It's the easy.
Yeah.
It's the ease. Artists don't realize how easy they got. They think they got it so hard, man. That all I gotta do is write my stuff. All I gotta do is write or free whatever I want. If I want freestyle, or they punch in now too, or whatever. But all I gotta do is that, and that's it, and leave, and then just figure out how I'm gonna market my stuff and where I'm gonna push it at.
Yeah.
That's easy. Engineering, man, engineering hard, bro. You got a lot of times they come in there with MP3s, the beat too loud. They might not record it well. They want you to make them sound like this. You know, one time, I got so many studio stories, it's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? One time, somebody wanted me to make them sound like Boosie or Future or whatever they said. Like, bro, you don't sound like they Boosie and Future because they got their own sound. Mm-hmm. And when you create your own sound, that's when you're gonna get them labels gonna be like, oh, he different. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. The sound is different, but I enjoy all of them. But artistry is what brought me to everything.
I feel you on that, man.
Yeah.
And you know, somebody with a trained ear, you know, what do you hear when you hear, you know, music, you know, as a whole? What do you hear? Do you hear the same thing?
You saying when I'm at the ghetto, when I'm doing the showcase, or just
anywhere, just in general?
Man, I'm listening. First thing, because first thing I hear, I'm listening to clarity first. That's the first thing, all right? Because my ears are so sensitive now. Like bad music irritates the hell out of me.
Wow.
I can't even. I won't even. I'm like, man, you know, the song could have been hot, but the mix and master is horrible. Yeah. And then I'm listening to the beat. I'm listening to the beat next, and then because I like live ass beats. I like different beats, and then I'm listening to the lyrics. You know what I mean? So I like to catch the bars and stuff or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So as an artist, you know, you dropping singles right now. You just dropped Av with the video. You know what I'm saying? And that video dope, man. I just want to give you props on that. You know. And you know what brought about that Av song? Cause you know you look like you got something on your mind on that.
Man, I make music off how I feel or whatever, right? And just you know, I have some shit going on out there in the streets or whatever, man. And a couple rumors and stuff or whatever about folks looking for me and all this other shit. And basically, Av is just me saying, man, I'm in the streets every day. Ain't nobody looking for me. You know what I'm saying? And you know, the rumors, I ain't gonna speak on no names and stuff, but a lot of shit came from a lot of people that I gave the shirt off my back to. You know what I mean? So when I you know, folks gonna talk and stuff or whatever, but when I got those type of people there, then it kind of becomes personal to me. And then like instead of me touching you or putting hands on you or whatever, I gotta bleed that shit out of my system. So that's why I go and turn to the music. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it ain't no beef. You know, D-Banks ain't got no beef with nobody, man. So.
Ain't no beef.
I hear you. So what's your future? You got something cooking right now that you're gonna drop on us this year? Or what?
Ooh, I got man, I'm cooking up beats and stuff now, man. I'm doing a project. Mm-hmm. I feel like now, okay, I got and my fan base is cool and stuff. You know, people know my name and all that shit or whatever. I ain't nobody, you know what I mean? But I think it's time now. I can go ahead and put this project together. And I'm working with select artists, working on it. But basically, what I'm doing is, man, I'm like say, I'm gonna use Miller for example, since you know she's so high. I'm gonna make a beat. I'm gonna make the beat off Miller style, and I'm gonna send her the beat. You do the hook, you do the verse. I'm just gonna drop an 8 on it. So basically, that's another way I'm gonna work with marketing too. You know what I mean? Because now your fan base is gonna listen to it, gonna tune into it and check it out too as well. And it's a challenge for me to show like my versatile side. You know what I mean? So. Cause I like music, bro. I don't just like hip hop. I like blues. I'm from the SIP, so I like blues. I like some country. I just like music, man.
Yeah, that's my thing too, man. Yeah. Blues and the 70s soul music, man. Yeah. You know. Speaking on that, have you ever dabbled in the samples, or that's something you thought about? Or
sampling, DJing, or sampling,
like
producing?
Sampling, producing. You know what I'm saying? Or even as an artist, you know, using sample beats. You know?
I sample Av. If you just listen to, if I play the instrumental on Av, that's a sample.
Oh, okay.
Going across. So I sampled. I had a voice. It was a voice that might have been a female voice, might have been Klein or whatever. But I just took a voice and I sampled that. I put it in my sampler and EQ'd and the guy that sounded how I wanted to sound. I got a client now. I'm making all her beats from scratch. I'm making like 20-some beats for her. But I had to sample the tip it on 4/4s or whatever, you know, and I had to really sample that because she got to try to get it clear, you know what I mean? So, I try to I like sampling. Yeah, I sample.
Yeah, man. I feel like you know, sampling had its heyday. You know, early 2000s, late 90s, but I feel like we missing a little bit of that. You know what I'm saying? We need a little bit of that. It's been enough time where we can hit the 90s, we can hit the 80s, whatever. You know.
Right.
So you know, fans listening for that. So you know, just keep that in mind when you're at the boards next time. You know?
Oh yeah.
Nah, so. Yeah, so as an artist, man, what level you feel like you need to reach it to before you say, you know, and you might be there already, before you say you made it, you know?
Like what area I might need to get better at?
Nah, just what level you need to get to. Do you want to get to the majors? Do you want to get to mainstream? Or, you know what I'm saying? Or you just got a spot you want to hit?
I'm hard on myself, so we got to go all the way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I've always been the type of dude, like, when I'm going to do this shit, I'm doing it for free. You know what I mean? So we gotta go all the way, man. I'm trying to be legendary. You know what I mean? So it's just too much come with it to just go mainstream. Your face get tested every day. All this shit costs. Man, I get up at 3:45 in the morning. I get out the club DJing at 1:30. You know what I mean? So it got to count.
Yeah, I hear you on that.
Yeah.
And you independent right now? Is that,
Yeah, I'm independent.
Okay. And is signing the deal on the table or off the table?
I will, but it got to be right. You know what I mean? A lot of people. At first, I used to be like, man, I got too much. I DJ, produce, engineer, and I'm a damn artist. Like, what I need to label for? Well, you need to label for exposure. You know what I'm saying? I listen to Nick Cannon, bro, and he put me on something. He was like, well, a lot of people criticize him for signing a deal or whatever, but before that deal, nobody heard it. You see what I'm saying? So if you out here spending all this money, ain't nobody hearing you, and you ain't getting no money for it, you wasting your time anyway.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I am interested in signing a good deal, a distribution deal, but whatever I do, I want that label or whatever, I want them to invest into me solely, because I'm trying to do everything. I'm not the type of person that can say, hey man, okay, you just gonna be an artist. Nah, I ain't. You know what I'm saying? It just, like, I get bored. So I'm gonna be over here, I might be rapping here, and then I'm gonna be over here engineering. I got to hustle, you know what I'm saying? So, and then I might be DJing, because I like music, you know what I mean? So, I want, whatever it's gonna be, they gotta invest into me as a whole.
And from somebody that have all three lanes, engineer, producer, and artist, can everybody rap? Can everybody make music, man?
Nah.
Can you see like who got it and who don't?
About 90% of the time, 'cause, you know, we all hit and miss, you know what I mean? But yeah, about 90% of the time. Some people, bro, like, we need more A&R, we need more street teams, we need more managers, we need more security, we need more, you know what I'm saying? You know, fans, but everybody not artists, bro, and some folks, 90% of people I can just hear it, bro, be like, nah, man, this ain't you. It ain't. I can't even put, like, I be trying to help people so much, bro, like, I done help like, I don't know how many artists find their sound here in Houston. I'm responsible for a lot of these. I ain't gonna say I'm responsible for their sound, but I'm responsible for helping with the process.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you gotta be careful that they
Yeah.
But some you can help, bro, and some it just ain't for 'em. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, that's dope, man. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, everybody can't do everything, you know. So, you know, as a fan, somebody on the outside, I can kind of tell the difference. But I know you, who listen to music all day and play with them levels, I know you can see the difference. You know what I'm saying?
Some I got some artists, they you know, I mean, I got some clients. You know, I love my clients now.
Yeah. Yeah.
But some of them, bro, they give me hell. You know what I'm saying? And they don't realize it, but because I never show them that. I just keep hitting it or whatever. And if it's gonna cost a little bit more money, I just tell them up front.
Yeah. So, you know, I saw Lady Nay showing High NT. They heading to Complex Con. Or are you a part of that? Or you going out there?
Yeah, I'm gonna be the tour DJ for San Diego and LA.
Okay. Yeah, man, that's dope, man. You know. It's gonna be my first time going to LA. I was supposed to go with y'all last time, but you know things happen. But you know I'm gonna be out there. You know what? Tell me about the importance of not them coming to you to network, but you going out there to network, and some, you know, tips and tools you can use, you know, to be able to meet people. You know?
It's just good to get outside of the city, man, and see how other artists are actually trying to do this shit. You see what I'm saying? Like we get Houston. Houston got a lot of mainstream artists now, bro. That's sucked in. They it's like they stuck here. You see what I'm saying? And then a lot of times people like, okay, if you're gonna blow up, you gotta blow up outside of Houston. Which I don't to a certain extent. But it's just good to get out there and meet other artists. Like Houston, everybody make trap music. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody make trap music. Where in New York, everybody making drill music. So if your shit get to popping in New York or whatever, because you met somebody from New York or whatever, and they went out there and played your music and they want to bring you there, that wouldn't happen if you would have got outside of the city and just to see what opportunities you got.
I feel you, man.
Yeah.
You know, and I ask everybody who sit down here, who's been in the game, you got a lot more experience in other fields as a whole, you know, music as a whole. What advice would you give somebody who's going to the studio for the first time? They say they want to be an artist, no matter what genre. What advice would you give them?
Shit, make sure you're ready. Rehearse your, because when I rehearse your music, you need to know your music by heart. You really don't need to go in there with no phone or nothing. I mean, you ought to be able to rehearse it by heart, and like your cadence ought to be down. Like you have to perfect your craft first before you expect somebody else to perfect your craft. You see what I'm saying? And if you're gonna do it, just I got some clients too. They just make music just because they like to do it. You know what I mean? But just know what you're gonna do, know what you want to do, and know that the engineer or producer you're dealing with, we can't fix everything. You see what I'm saying? The better recording you give us, the better mix we gonna put on. And the faster turnaround rate, the faster they be like, hey, D-Banks, you got my track? Nah, bro, I'm still mixing it, and I don't want to send it to you like this. I'm trying to create some type of sound, like for real. Like I've been working on this track like 4 hours. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to create some type of sound to make you sound decent.
I mean, it's all good, man. And, you know, I got a couple more questions. At first, I want to ask you about the merch, man. I mean, it's fly. Every time I see you, got a different color combination on, man. What can we get that slept on merch, bro?
They can just hit me up, man. We finna start taking orders or whatever. The wait, sorry for the wait. We've been just trying to get material that's cost efficient because I don't want people paying for what I pay for mine.
Yeah, I hear you.
Because they're gonna cost for a hat. If they were to call tomorrow and say they want a unit tomorrow, it'll be $100 for the hat. They say they want the hat, the shirt, and the shorts. It'll be $100. You see what I'm saying? So I mean, some people cool with paying.
That's dope. I mean, that's a whole fit for $100.
Man, I used to pay $200-300 for an outfit. So I'm like, bro, I don't understand. But I ain't gonna get it there.
Yeah.
But some people, they don't want to pay that much. Majority of the people that won't hit me for, they don't want to pay that much. So we trying to find more cost efficient, more durable stuff. Cause my name, man, I'm very particular about my name. Like, I don't want my name on no cheap shit. You know what I'm saying? You watch it one time and then now you keep it. And your son can wear it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, just hit the inbox, hit me or hit Lady Nate or whatever, man, and we'll try to get y'all compensated and try to take care of y'all.
Appreciate that, man. And, you know, man, I appreciate you coming in, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Lady Nate for making the connection. You know, I done met you a few times. You know, it's my first time sitting down with you, man. You're Artist of the Month. You know, we're going to push you. We're going to push all your music, you know what I'm saying, and the studio and all that. And just, you know, leave us with something, man. Let us shout whoever out, man. Let them know what it is, man.
First, I want to say this, man. Y'all make sure y'all go follow Crowd Stream. Make sure y'all get the app, man, because that man do this shit for real. All right? Y'all go follow him and do that. But I go by dbankzzthecreator. Y'all can follow me on Instagram, dbankzzthecreator. You can follow my studio page at GVO Studios HTX on the ground. That's GVO Studios HTX. Shout out to Soaring High ENT. Shout out to my manager, Lady Nate. We're going to be at the Getaway tomorrow. Y'all make sure y'all pull up. I'm giving away free studio time. We finna get some DJs in there. We're going to get some, we trying to get super producers in there or whatever, man. We trying to bring the people in. Y'all want to talk to these people. Y'all want to meet these people. We trying to bring them in Y'all artists say y'all don't get nothing with giving stuff away. Just tap in.
Yep, and we appreciate you, man.
yeah.
dbankzzthecreator, man.
Appreciate
Oh yeah,
you.
shout out to Grind City TV.
Shout out to
You know what I'm
Grind City
saying?
TV.
You know, button pusher, man, and just thank y'all for tuning in, man. Artist of the month. So when y'all watch this, as soon as y'all finish, man, y'all go stream dbankzzthecreator on Crowded Streaming, on all other platforms, on YouTube. Go watch the videos, man. And just show love, man. So we appreciate you coming in, jumping in, man. We'll peace out, man.
Yeah.
I got a problem, that when I saw it, ooh. Maybe I'm different, don't stand for that chopper, that bigger than walk, ooh. Big ol' player be pimpin', ooh. Ain't no layup for this, all they pressure reloaded, these scales for this. Ski photos been hope, won't tell a ski. Really don't know, I been the hell